Oh, I guarantee it.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right, what am I doing here? All right, we're live with episode 99. It has been a struggle. Hopefully, everybody can hear us. Please comment whether you can. I don't know what happened. I usually come out here around 7:20, 7:30, set the show up, get everything ready. That way, when these guys get here, everything's ready to roll. I come out and one computer has crashed. As you can see, it's laying here in front of me. So I had to take the spare camera or the spare computer that the sponsors run on and use it tonight for the main computer. So, sponsors, I'm sorry that your logo is not going to be up there, but I will go through and give you guys a shout out here in a little bit. Jeez. Anyway,
Kind of warm in here.
air conditioner's been running. I don't know what's going on. We just maybe this bi-weekly thing is just kind of like get us out of rhythm or something. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know how to explain it. So I got everything plugged in, and then on the screen in front of us, the camera was flipped backwards, and yeah, it's just been a cluster. So anyway, we're glad you're here. There's 14 people watching, so obviously we didn't screw it up too bad. We've got a lot to talk about tonight. We've got the Don Russ coming up to Brownstown this weekend. We got Circle City tomorrow night. We've got so much racing drama that happened Saturday. I don't know what was in the air, but these guys is at Salem Speedway. JT's made his pavement debut. We're going to talk about that. I'm watching it on Dirt to Media, Salem Speedway TV.com, whatever you want to call it. I feel like I'm watching a UFC fight. These guys are all standing in the background because it was right there on the front stretch, so the camera was like on the blue crew most of the time. I don't know. And then I was texting Zach trying to figure out what was going on at Salem. I'm watching Hunt the Front, and Corey Hedgecock and Michael Page is having a throwdown on the backstretch. And I'm like, I don't know what's in the air tonight, but I guess the heat finally got to everybody, I guess. I don't know. But
I was just waiting on somebody going nuts. I was ready.
I don't know what, yeah. The whole blue crew is just standing there like this, just waiting for somebody to say something. But
Oh, it was cool. It was kind of interesting.
very, very, very eventful Saturday night. And I see Will Greenwell's comment on here. Will, that was probably the interview with Chuck Barnes Jr. was probably, it was a very good interview for like a minute and a half, and then it just went to like the most awkward interview ever. It was crazy.
All I seen was a guy in the green cutoff shirt just jumping all over.
Well, Will's standing there talking to Chuck, and Chuck's like, "Yeah, it was a great win. Thanks to my sponsors." Just going through the whole spiel. And all of a sudden, he goes, "Hang on a minute," and Will's just kind of standing there with the microphone. And next thing I know, half the front stretch is covered with people throwing haymakers, and it was just awkward. But yeah, kudos to you, Will, for being tough through all that. So
That's crazy.
yeah, what's going on, Braxton? Hey, Becky. Thanks for verifying, Braxton. Appreciate it. Hey, Donna, Kenny, G-Man's tuned in. Yeah, the most tense interview I've ever been a part of. I guarantee it was. Like, Will was just kind of like, I don't even know what to do because I'm sure he's never been in Victory Lane doing an interview and the fight break out 10 feet behind him. But
The one dude in the green that came over from the stands, he came over to us and he's like, "Where's he at?" I'm like,
What are you talking
about?
about?
Over with his son,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were climbing the fence ready to go. So.
He was climbing the fence while they were still racing.
Yeah.
Trying to.
Yeah.
They were flipping each other off.
That was before the last restart was even started.
Yeah, it was nuts, and I'm just sitting there like, what in the world
Yeah.
is about to go on? Like, we ain't got enough people to fight all these people.
Right.
JT, just keep your nose clean.
So JT, let's get the show started. Let's with some good news here. You made your Salem Speedway stock car debut, not actual debut, because you did race in the Halloween race.
Where's your man?
You can only hear Matt. I don't.
That's least important.
They didn't hear you say that.
It's all.
That's the least important guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mom just said she can't hear me.
Okay, give us a second. Let us figure it out. We're in this together.
There's a lot of buttons.
There's a lot of buttons.
Never mind. Sorry.
Well, how's the High School Musical song go? We're all in this together.
Okay, so-
Then you can't hear me.
Hard to hear everyone else.
They're probably just hearing this over your mind.
Okay, so. Okay.
Check
Why?
1, 2, check.
Hang on a minute. Let's go to settings, audio.
Poor JT's about ready to poop himself.
Are you going to the bathroom?
Open the door.
Open the door.
Please.
This is something else. Okay, anyway, we got this.
He's trailing it all the way back through here, though.
Blowing. It says it's working. Can anybody hear them?
There they are.
Oh, there they are. Much
Okay,
better.
Good.
Much better.
All right. Can everybody hear the co-host? I just want to know. Everybody start talking or something.
Well, we
Yeah.
can't all talk at the same time. So
It's
Yeah. Anyway,
man, it's getting hot in here.
JT,
it is.
you feel better?
I feel way better. Yeah.
You don't smell no better.
Sorry, guys.
Okay. So JT, you made your Salem Speedway debut in stock cars. Not you've already ran Halloween stuff, but in the Crown Vic, but you got the floor. Like, 'cause I know this was a big deal for you, and to have a decent running out the first night.
Yeah, it was
Let's
really
talk about it.
it was really cool. First thing I would say is I didn't do it by myself at all. I mean, the amount of work that went in before the race, from Dad, Chuck, Pirtle, all the people that helped work on it. And then if you got to watch the race at all, I mean, I had an awesome crew. I didn't pay any of their way in. They all worked they wasn't there just for the race. They worked all weekend, changing stuff, changing tires. I mean, I can't say how blessed I am to have such a group like that. And then we did driver intros, and I'm the rookie starting 20th of 22, and I felt like I got just as much cheers as Chuck Barnes did.
Right.
So
I like the hat tip, by the way.
yeah.
Just saying.
Well, my hair's falling out. I shouldn't have done that, but
I noticed that, but go ahead.
I definitely want to thank all them guys. These two were here all weekend helping me. My brother, Brad, I don't want to miss anybody, so I'm not going to just name everybody,
Yeah,
but
that's fine.
they all know who they are. And I think I gave like 100 hugs after the race and shared some tears with some guys. And
They're very nasty hugs, too, by the way.
Yeah.
they were pretty nasty, but it was an awesome experience, and I'm glad I got to do it, but there's nobody else I'd rather done it with.
Right.
That's how I would start my talk about it, because I'm very lucky to have that, so. But yeah, we rolled out. What day did we? Friday was practice.
Friday.
Right.
Yeah, Friday we went to practice. I went to the parade Friday morning because we're always in the parade. We didn't win the parade. Should have. That's okay.
Yeah.
So we get up there Friday. Everybody's up there early with me. We're standing in 95-degree. I would just standing in the infield. Me and Peyton talked about it. It's like standing. There's no air, is there?
None.
And it's black top all around you.
Down in a bowl, so there's no
breeze. You just sit there and roast. But these guys all worked on it. We went out for the first practice. Blew a right front tire right off the bat. I had 4 tires to practice on. I had 4 tires to race on. I thought, oh, great. Because one of these days I'm going to break down to you guys what the cost of racing is for what I've done. But just tires alone were very expensive.
Right.
So I had the 4 to practice on that were used tires and 4 to race on. Blew right front. I thought, oh, man, I'm going to have to buy one more tire. Well, Dad and Johnny both were like, no, we're not just putting 1 tire on it. So they each bought 2 tires apiece, and we practiced on brand new stickers. So, I mean, can't thank those guys enough for doing, because I didn't have, 1 tire was going to be all I got, was just going to go for it. And
Right.
we were just practicing. It wasn't counting for nothing. So went out there and practiced again. It was the first time I was out there, it was really loose, but that was on junk tires. And I went out there and it was really tight. So Zach and Peyton got to reading the book, and Dad and everybody else was making changes, and I'm trying to figure out what I need to do. I'm calling Pirtle, trying to figure out what we need to do. So we make some changes. We go back out there. on Saturday afternoon. We had our third practice, and car was still tight. We went to work on it again. Went out there for fourth practice. Car was still tight. I just plow in the front and 1 and 2. So we made some more changes. Then we went out there and qualified. We had to be the first car out, which I hated that because I didn't know what I was doing.
Right.
So they said it goes by points. Whoever has the least amount of points has to go first. Well, I hadn't raced there all year, so you get to go first, you sucker.
Yeah.
So my name wasn't. I did have the pole right off the bat.
Hey, that's true.
I mean, I sat on the pole for a second, and then that other guy made a lap, and it was over. But the car still was plowing. We came back in. I called Pirtle. We did some more changes, and then everybody told me all week, you need like 0 to a half-inch stagger, no more than a half-inch. I was like, in a dirt car, if we're tight, we throw some stagger at it.
Right.
So we went out to the feature with an inch of stagger before, and they grow through the race because they just build heat. So I don't know what we ended with because I was too exhausted to measure it afterward. But we went out there with an inch of stagger, which everybody told me was wrong, but that was the best the car had felt. And it was still tight, but it was the best it had felt. And we ran, I don't know, we hung out in the back for a long time, and then everybody started wrecking, and we started getting to move forward, and then we'd pass a car or two. And so we ended up getting our first red flag. When you're under green, you don't notice how hot you are. I mean, I knew I was hot. I knew I was sweating. But we had that first red flag, and we're sitting on the backstretch for what seemed like a half hour. I know it probably wasn't, but it seemed like that. And those cars are so hot on the inside, and everybody told me that I needed to get all this stuff. And I was like, I've raced my whole life. I've not even used a helmet blower, and I've got a helmet blower. I'm going to be fine. Which Zach had to loan me a helmet because I couldn't get mine to get enough air through it. So Zach worked his butt off just on helmets. So I got to wear a famous Zach Stalker hat that probably has more feature wins than me.
From
It
what I
said
understand,
stalker all over the front. I thought it was pretty cool.
From what I understand, our conversation, it got a thorough rinse on the inside of it too, didn't it?
It did. It dried out. It don't smell too bad, but I said that's your helmet if you need to borrow it.
Yeah, I made
You've
it
laid
nasty.
claim to that one.
Anyways, we sat there on the back stretch, and they finally let our guys bring us some water. And I said, send a leaf blower over here. So Brad came over with a leaf blower, and he's blowing air on me. I'm literally sitting in there roasting. When you sit there on the back stretch, there's zero airflow. That car is so hot on the bottom. We were having alternator trouble, so I wasn't going to shut it off. So I'm just sitting there baking for what seemed like forever. Well, then we finally get to go again when we have a caution, and there's no airflow even when you're moving, but the air under the car is a little cooler. But on the last red flag, I think there was 30 laps to go. I thought, man, there's no way I'm going to be able to finish this race. I was so close to pulling off, and Johnny's talking to me, and I don't even have the energy to talk back to him. It was, I could see my hands. I couldn't feel my hands. My arms were numb. My legs were tingling. I'd quit sweating. It was so hot. It was so hot in there, but we got to go green again. I thought we was going to get to run all 30 laps. And I was thinking, yes, because we got 20 in. We had 10 to go. I was like, we're going to freaking make it. And another caution comes out. And I'm like, at this point, I'm just dying. So we restarted. We were the last car in the lead lap because we'd got the lucky dog. So we were the last car in the lead lap. And I was like, I can't be putting anybody in danger. So I rolled around the last 10 laps, and we finished, I don't know, probably a second behind the guy in front of us. But that was not because of the cars, because I just didn't have nothing left in the tank. And then we come into the pit, and they literally had to pull me out of the car, and they were stripping my suit off of me and putting water on me. And it was wild to feel that way. And I've paid for it all week, I think, because I've still not got my energy back. And I told Zach the other day, I said, it seems like I get hot fast now. So he said it may be a heat stroke, but I'm not accepting that as a fact. So
Self-diagnosed that it wasn't.
Well, that was Zach diagnosed, but
No, it wasn't my diagnosis.
I'm just
I was
ignoring
just saying
it.
you're self-diagnosed because you're ignoring it.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
yeah.
what it wasn't.
I'm going to tell you this. A couple of years ago, I watched Baden run the firecracker, and it was 200 laps in. I watched him get out of the car and lay on the ground in his underwear. And I thought, what a wuss.
Yes.
And now I've experienced it. And I ran 100 laps, and I was thinking, I don't know how he made 200. He should have died. But so I'm very grateful for everybody that cooled me off. I want to say that we were pitted by some of the nicest guys. We had Sean Smith in front of us and Jamie Goodman behind us. Them guys were so helpful all weekend. Anybody I talked to at the races was super nice. I've had messages from Heath Helton, who's a big guy up there that wins all the time, just being I don't know, something like motivating, telling how good we did and stuff. And I talked to Will, I mean, the amount of comments on my Facebook post,
Right.
Everything, everybody in dirt racing, well, at Brownstown, we've divided ourselves into sections. And I'm not going to say I'm not guilty of it too, because there's people that I just don't want to be around there.
Right.
And I've surrounded myself with the people that I do want to be around. But, there's kind of like, there's a group of people that I don't go talk to and they don't go talk to me.
Right.
And that's fine. I don't care. But that's not how it was there for me. And of course, I know I'm new. And I'm sure if you stayed there, I'm sure Ronnie Basham's not going out there and being best friends with Chase Adams right now.
Right.
But,
Right. Yeah, I'm sure they had their yeah.
But for everybody to be so nice to us and give us some help and some advice and just say kind words, it was very eye opening thing. And I remember that's how it used to be when I raced at Thunder Valley.
Right.
But I was young then, and I just like being friends with everybody.
Right,
So
right.
I got to get back. I got to get back in that state of mind and quit holding grudges and just let stuff go, because life's short.
It is.
Well, when you're rolling there, I mean, you don't right now, of course, we've only been up there a few times, but you don't get that aurora of everyone hates each other up here.
Right.
Because they're all there just to have fun. And, at Brownstown, you really don't get them people that come over there and say, hey, do this, do that. Tell them to do this. Tell them to do that.
Right.
And it was cool. Like even me and Peyton, like when he was out there, some of them guys were coming over there and they're like, tell them to do this, tell them to do that. And I'm like, I don't know what to tell them. Like, looks like he's pushing. Yeah, do something about it, but I don't know what. So it was cool to see that everyone was willing to help no matter what.
And that's what makes it fun for everybody. I mean,
right.
Like you said, when you start holding grudges and all that stuff, that's when that takes the fun out of it.
Yeah, it does fast.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say this too. When you walk into that place, it hits you because you know who's raced there.
Yeah.
Over the years. And when we were out there making our pace laps, I said, how cool is this? Because we were just out there making pace laps, and I could see Chuck Barnes, and I could see some guys that I grew up watching. I thought, man, I just need to suck this in and just think, wow, what a feeling. So
yeah,
it's a prestigious place. I mean, I know, like you said in your interview, I mean, there's a lot of big names that's raced out there.
Oh yeah. I mean, Jeff Gordon, Tony Stewart, AJ Foyt, the list is huge. So just to make laps up there was really cool. And the driver intros is the thing I look most forward to.
Yeah.
And we got to do that. And I said we went to an autograph session. I sat with the most coolest group of guys at this autograph session. They were all Crown Vic guys, but they were all the coolest group of guys.
Cool.
Crown Vic guys are always the coolest guys. I don't know what the deal is with that. But, and I'm going to say this too. Everybody kept telling me that I looked really loose off 4. And I was like, boys, you guys don't know what loose is. I mean, all the asphalt guys like, it looks like he's about to lose that thing. I was like, nah, I never once felt like I was going to lose it.
I finally felt comfortable.
Right. Yeah. I said, I can drive a loose one. Driving this tight one sucks.
Kenny said, I wasn't lying when I said I feel like one of those rotisserie chickens turned inside those cars when they sit with no air.
Yeah. I understand completely now. It was different. I will say the car wasn't that hard to drive if it would have turned.
Right.
It just takes a lot of courage to drive it in a 3 and 4 like that against the wall, which I hit the wall once, but I think if I could just have some more laps and we could get it to turn a little better, I think I could be pretty good.
Yeah.
I really do. It just costs so much. I'm not going to say how much right now, but it was a lot of money just to unload it up there this weekend. Not counting all the other stuff I'd already put in it, but just tires and fuel and pit passes, and
it adds up quick.
Man, it was a lot of money, and not counting the 4 tires that I didn't buy.
Right.
And we're gonna have 6 tires to run the Halloween race, but we're gonna do that, and I already got a good crew lined up for that.
There you go.
Yeah. They got some practice under
They
practice.
got one night under their belt now.
Yeah. It seemed like it was Milwaukee versus DeWalt.
Yeah. All I'm going to say is my wheels came off faster and went on faster. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm going to say that was Tanner's fault. Okay? That was Tanner's fault.
We'll blame it on Tanner. That's not a good person to blame it on.
You seen it, didn't you?
I didn't know. I was in the car.
He wants to go by Milwaukee. No, you were not the one when I was changing the right rear. And you said, wow, you got that off there fast and got it on there fast. Just saying, he's already priced Milwaukee tools. So
I have not priced no Milwaukee tools.
Bobby wants to know, was that your first 100 laps?
No, I ran I ran 4 or 5 enduros, and then we ran
That's
the spooky
true,
3
yeah.
times. So I mean,
That's true.
but I'm gonna tell you, the Crown Vic got way more air in it than that car. I guess they just build those cars to where they don't get air in them.
Right.
That's all I can figure. Because our Crown Vic exhaust ran right underneath of us. So I mean, it's not like the exhaust was in a different place.
My
Right.
floorboard always got hot by my feet, but we were also running the Halloween.
Right, it was
months later.
October.
It was October, so
Yeah.
I'm sure. Go ahead.
Johnny told me he was freezing one year, and I was like, man, I'm sweating like crazy in here. But I didn't even know what sweating was at that point. So
Yeah, it is cool to see your buddy race around that.
Oh,
But
yeah.
after being on that track, it was like, man, I want to be out there.
out there.
That would be so fun.
Build you one.
Even the Crown Vics, like that was a really good race. And
Right.
3-4 guys were there
Yeah.
the whole time.
Right.
And it's like, man, I love this track.
Owen was out there working security detail for a
Yeah.
reason. But I talked to him on Sunday, and he goes, "Have you seen the Crown Vics go around that Salem Speedway?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah, I went to the Halloween stuff." And he goes, "My God, they're flying around there." And I said, "Yeah." I said, "It's not like Brownstown," or I was like, "Them guys are moving."
Mm-hmm.
But he just couldn't believe. Because I mean, you can't justify that like watching a video or nothing like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to see it in person.
the in
But-
cars, I don't know why the in cars look so slow because it does not feel that slow when you're
No,
driving
you're
it.
flying. And even that hump that everyone was telling him about, we felt that in the Crown Vics.
Right.
I mean, you didn't get that loose coming off, but you definitely felt it.
That's wild.
I'm gonna say this too, and I loved the street stock. I had a really good time, and if I got it cooler, I think it'd be even more fun. But I had more fun in the Crown Vic
Did you?
so far. Now
Yeah.
I got to race with more cars.
Right.
Of course, me and Zach always end up starting in the back,
Oh yeah.
but we got to race our way through the field, and I started in the back and did not race my way through the field, so that was a different experience for me.
Right.
But man, I really want to build another Crown Vic. That's some of the most fun.
And them guys were really, well, except for a couple people, they were really clean with each other. I
Yeah.
mean, it was just but everybody's getting so fast and they're starting to really bunch up where they're all just hanging on for dear life,
Right.
And
And you're
that's
more
cool.
waiting for somebody to make a mistake than you are being aggressive and,
Yeah.
and passing cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's so hard to pass there. It's not like Brownstown where I
yeah.
can just go to the top and rip it and try to diamond off or something.
No,
I
'cause
never
as
did
soon as
figure it
somebody would
out.
Go low.
Yeah.
They would look good for a second, and then you could just tell they died off because whoever was on top and had the momentum,
Right.
they were going down the straightaway.
And when you do that in the
corner.
street stock, you can hear the right front just chewing.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I better not do this too long.
Right.
It's crazy. That place will make you humble real quick because this one little bobble, you're in the wall and cost yourself $5,000,
Oh,
know?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that Crown Vic race, if anybody hasn't watched that, what a race.
Yeah.
What a race. I'm saying, I don't know if anybody from the Salem Speedway watches. Well, I guess Will does,
Yeah.
but don't change the Spooky 200.
No.
Please don't ruin the best race of the year. Possibly the best race in Indiana,
Yeah.
but definitely the best race at Salem Speedway all year is the
Right.
Spooky.
Right.
Don't change it and ruin it. I know the fast guys want you to, but that's because they're scared. That's my opinion. They're scared that they're going to tear their car up, and nobody makes you come to that. That's
Right.
not a points race.
Right.
So if you don't want to tear your stuff up, then don't come. But
Then don't come.
don't ruin something that was so great and get rid of the stupid time limit.
Right.
Let's run 200 laps. If it takes 6 hours, it takes 6 hours. I
We've
don't
been there,
care.
ain't we?
Yep.
2 years ago.
I mean, that's the most fun, and they're going to jack around and they're going to screw it up. I'm scared to death that they're going to screw it up.
Yeah.
So if anybody listens, don't change it. That's my opinion.
I don't know if Will's still watching. I know that they posted the stock car video on the Salem Speedway YouTube channel, but I don't know. Did they post the Crown Vic race on there? I know
They said they were
stock
going
cars.
to, but I don't know if they
Haven't
got
seen
it.
it yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you left after our race and didn't watch that Crown Vic race, you missed out.
Yeah. It was a really good race, especially that last caution with 2 or 3 to go.
Yeah, I think so.
It was really, really good. And I just think that class is just fun to watch. It's
They
fun to
are.
be
Oh,
in
yeah.
it. It's fun to watch it. And they're spending $10,000 on these Crown Vics, and that's why they're wanting to get rid of the $2,000 ones because they don't want to tear them up. But that's not the way it should be. So leave it alone. That's my opinion.
Will said not yet, but they will be. Thanks, Will. Appreciate it.
Oh, Kenny, you can do another
Yeah,
6
Kenny, you got
hours.
another
You're
6
fine.
hours in you.
That one, how long
You're
were we in there?
We were in there quite
5.
a while.
5?
Yeah.
It was fun. I'd do it again in a heartbeat.
Oh, I'd sign up for that again. Yeah. That was some of the most fun.
Hey, what's going on, Okie? Okie says I can't watch him at a birthday dinner.
Uh-oh.
Well, hey, thanks for tuning in and checking in with us.
He needs to
We
bring
miss you,
his up
buddy.
there.
Yeah, you need to come up and race on Salem Speedway, William. Crown Vic's most of the race, top 22 cars was nose to tail.
I mean, it was a good racing all around.
Hard to pass.
Craig Cooper said racing is for people that hate money and love to work.
Right. That's a fact. That's probably the best fact we've had on here.
Yeah.
I still don't like to work though.
No. Kenny said 5.5 hours. Jeremy Ogle said 10,000 in a Vic.
I don't know how much Kenny's gotten his, but I bet it's close to 10. I mean, he's built a really nice piece.
That's a nice car, though.
Yeah.
It's no different than Hornets though.
Yeah.
That's true. But it's no different than any class.
Yeah.
Right.
Like the amount of money they've got to compared to.
Oh, you think pure stocks cost 20,000 10 years ago?
No.
But they do now.
Yeah.
Crates didn't cost 45,000.
No.
They do now.
Let's talk about pure stocks.
Wait, one more thing.
Go ahead, bud. You go
on
ahead.
the Salem Speedway. Let's go easy with the fines because that put people in the ground. And I don't want anybody to get hurt in the fights. But man, that added so much.
Yeah, we need to talk about that.
Now, I'm going to butt in here for a second.
Go ahead.
Because I have an opinion about this. And it's not Salem Speedway. It's racing as a whole. Okay. The thing that I struggle with is we have stuff like that breaks out of the racetrack. We want people to put their butts in the stands, this and that, and this and that, and this and that. But when something like that happens, we start throwing fines out there.
Right.
$1,000, can't race the rest of the year, whatever. The part that bothers me the most is, okay, if that's how it's going to be, then that's how it's going to be. Whatever. That's your rules. That's what you want to do, then do it. But don't 2 days later use that as advertisement on social media.
Right.
To sell tickets.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Let it be then. If you're going to find somebody, then don't advertise it.
Right.
Right.
If nobody got hurt and nobody went to jail,
right,
it's a good night.
Right.
And I'm not saying get like the Madhouse because that place is
you can go to the extreme.
You can go too far.
But here's my thing about it is we need to either do this two ways. We need to not have it happen at all, right? So if it does happen, we need to use that as an example. If you fight at the racetrack, you're gone for the year. Or you do like the Chili Bowl does, and you say you go between turns 1 and 3, and if you're going to do it, it should be driver and driver, not one driver and 15 crew members.
Right.
If you do it in the pits, then that's automatic ejection. If you do like Chad Stapleton and Derek Groomer on the front stretch, and you let them be, then let them have at it.
Right.
I mean, that's what would they have done 40 years ago? You're gonna kick each other's ass, then you're gonna come back next week and race the same way you were.
It's no different than the demos.
Right.
People go there to watch the cars beat each other up, and then that's what they want. They want the excitement. They want the whatever.
Right.
Now, I'm not condoning violence by any point. What I'm saying is, if I'm out there on the racetrack and I go in turn 1 and Zach Stalker takes me out, it should be between me and him. Like that's our dealings, not
fans
me versus
from the stands.
Yes, not me versus Zach's fans, not me versus Zach's pit crew, his whole family, whatever. It's between me and Zach. And if we fight and then you're going to bar me for a year, then I don't want to see it on social media the very next night with you using it as advertisement to try to get people in the stands.
Right.
To me, that's not the way that it should work. But sorry to butt in, but that's just my 2 cents.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
I agree
that's
too.
Just how I look at it.
And I would say that it shows how important winning a race there, especially it being the firecracker, is to the people.
Right.
I mean, because that was 2 of the deals was for top 5 spots in the Crown Vic race. I mean, one of them was probably for the win.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and the Crown and the street stock thing, Chuck and Connor probably had a chance to win too.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't see it, but that's how important it is to them guys to win that race and how passionate they. Of course, it did cost them a lot of money. I'm sure that made them mad too.
But that's the other part of the equation,
right?
So if you look at a fight as a thunderstorm, it takes certain fuel to get there, right? There's so many levels of fuel. You've got the heat for one. You've got drivers being hot. You've got
the prestige of the race.
The prestige of the race. You have the cost of racing, period. So if you race somebody clean and they beat you, then it's going to be 100% easier to take than if you take me out or there's rubbing. As soon as there's rubbing or somebody gets taken out, then you've already threw like 15 gallons of gas on something that is going to explode. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you expect?
And they're probably all over it today. You know, I'd say AJ's probably done forgave that guy that he was into it with, and I'd say
that poor guy, he's got to buy a new helmet.
And well, he's got to pay $500 fine first,
right? Yeah,
on top of his $900 helmet. You know, but I'd say Ronnie and Chase won't go out there and tear each other up next week.
Right?
They're probably, I mean, they probably both realized that was ignorant.
Yeah.
But man, it was cool to watch.
Right.
It was cool to see.
Now, like I said, I don't want people to take this the wrong way, because I'm not really like trying to throw racetracks under the bus. What I'm saying is we need to go one way or the other. Like, if you're going to have rules, okay, get rid of the money fine bull crap, because that's not even, if you're going to fight, then money doesn't even have, racers are having enough hard time anyway. If they're going to fight and you want to do something, then do like a 2-week suspension. Just to be like, hey, you're done for 2 weeks. That's already taking enough money out of a person's pocket if you think about it.
They got to fix them cars.
They got to fix the cars. They've got to, do whatever, but not racing for 2 weeks. I mean, that's potential purse that they're losing out on.
Right.
So quit doing that. It's either a suspension or you don't do anything, and then you use it on your social media for advertisement.
There was nobody at that race that, if they figured all their bills up, made money.
No.
The 2 winners did not make money.
No.
On Saturday. Now, they might have paid for their weekend, but they didn't pay for their motor maintenance. They didn't pay for the car. I mean, they're still way in the hole. So we got to realize that.
But just like Cooper said, I mean, it's any form of racing right now, unless you're elite of elite, whatever. I mean, Zach, are you going to be able to sit down at the end of the year and say, oh, look how much money I made?
No.
JT, or you? Peyton, or you? I mean,
hell no.
You can't. I mean, but I'm saying, like, it's.
I showed a $20,000 loss last year.
But I'm saying, like,
it's not. Bought, well, that's this year.
Spring Smasher.
It's $20,000 Spring Smasher.
Yeah.
So throwing a fine on that, like, what's that doing? It's not doing anything.
Yeah, I don't think it helps the racer now.
And I mean, to Tony's comment there about people sitting in the car, I've been punched in the helmet before while sitting in my car. I didn't even feel the guy.
I mean, that's their own stupidity for punching somebody with a helmet on.
I think Peyton and I have actually had this conversation in the garage watching the race one night. I've never been in a race car fight, whatever, but I just, for the life of me, cannot figure out. I've even seen it in NFL.
Yeah.
Why are we going to punch somebody that's got a helmet on? I don't understand.
I've been firsthand right there, and I'm not saying I didn't deserve it, but I mean, that kid that he punched, he kind of deserved it. I mean, if you're going to run with the big boys,
right,
you got to be a big boy.
But I just don't.
Well, that's the thing too. Is like you said, calling him a kid. Everybody calls him a kid. He's 22.
Right.
He's a grown ass man.
Right.
All right. And you're running with Chuck Barnes, who at that track is a legend.
Right.
I mean, he really is.
Yeah.
And you stuff him into the wall and probably bent his frame, the front flip on it, because he hit that some bitch hard.
He hit it real hard.
And he's gonna be pissed.
Yeah. But I think it was crazy. It was like you see him rolling down pit row and the car stalled, and I was like, man, you should have stopped back there.
Well, he stalled coming to the restart.
Is that what happened? Is that why we bunched up real hard?
So he dropped off the racetrack and rolled 2 pit stalls down from Chuck Barnes.
Yeah.
Oh no!
And
what do you think's going to happen?
Right.
We're one down from Chuck Barnes, and I'm like, oh no! And I see Chuck Barnes. He's putting on his belt. Ain't got no shoes on.
He didn't have no shoes on.
He jumped from over the pit stall, went in our pit, and I'm like,
yeah, I just
oh my gosh.
Oh shit, this is getting ready to get real.
Yeah, and they all ran down there, and I just see him just start beating the time of him.
I don't think Chuck's very happy.
No.
He wasn't happy.
Oh, it was.
And Connor might have got out of that car and tried to go over and apologize. We don't know,
Right.
what would have happened. I don't even know how he wrecked him. I didn't get to see that, and I ain't got nothing against Connor either. I think he's a good race car driver.
But like I said, I think the whole thing behind that, from watching it from the vantage point that I had, because watching it on the live stream or whatever, obviously you're up above everything and whatever.
Yeah.
It kind of looked, to me, it just looked like a racing deal. I don't think that Connor actually totally took him out.
Yeah.
But again, you're hot. You've got,
right.
Yeah.
And I think if honestly, if Chuck would have went up and just brushed the wall,
yeah.
But as hard as he hit the wall,
oh yeah,
that
it clobbered that.
That there was, like you guys were saying, there was well over $5,000 worth of damage, and
right.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen it happen.
Now you're throwing that on top of it.
I've seen it coming in 1 and 2.
Yes, that's where it started.
Yeah.
Yeah. They one of the two got into each other,
Yeah.
and whoever pissed whoever off, and
Yeah.
they got into 3. And,
I think at that point in the race, so like kind of like back to what JT was saying, I think at that point in the race, I think you start where those guys were running, the prestige starts kicking in of you're running for the firecracker win, and I think once it started in turn 1, it wasn't going to stop going into 3.
Well, that's what I was watching JT come out of 4, and they were going down the back stretch, and I hear boom. I'm like, that didn't sound good. And I was like, oh no,
yeah, it was on.
It wasn't good.
Yeah.
No.
But I bet you even Chuck kind of is kicking himself for doing that today, Monday.
Yeah,
he's like, I wish I wouldn't have done that.
He was probably really mad that he has to put a new side, a new quarter panel, front quarter on that car because it ain't had a new one in 30 years.
Yeah,
so he's probably really mad.
It was fast the way.
But I mean, if he would have just kept on rolling or maybe stalled it different,
right?
I don't think it would have ended like that.
No.
I don't think he would have went over to his pit or nothing like that.
No.
But just the way everything went about it.
Yeah.
But the fans getting involved in it.
Yeah, when all that happened,
was crazy.
We looked straight across, and there was about 30 green shirts climbing the fence. I'm like, that's pretty stupid when these cars are going 130, 120
especially what just happened in Sonoya.
Right.
But it was funny. Nick Bohannon came down as soon as the race was over. He's like, "Where's Senior at? Where's Senior at?"
Yeah.
We're like, "I don't know.
Right.
We're just watching all this," and then that whole deal goes. And I seen a girl rolling down the track, and
they were fighting behind the grandstands.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
they were fighting behind the grandstand.
Yeah,
I texted Owen. I said, "If they get you in a headlock, I'm going to go up there and give you a noogie."
He texted me and he said, "Man," he goes, "I don't know what's going to happen." He goes, there's only 2 of us here, and I was like, "Well, good luck." So I can tell you. All right. Anyway, it was a good night, Salem.
Yeah, and like that.
Yeah.
Bravo for a great show, Salem
Yes.
Speedway. I thought it was a phenomenal weekend. You couldn't ask for a better racing. You couldn't ask for a better show. Overall, I thought that was some of the best racing we've seen all year.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
No, we're not down yet. I think you guys did an awesome job.
Yeah.
Let's see what kind of comments we got. Christy Hall says absolutely. Trenton says good point. Yes, Salem Speedway is encouraging, but then they'll turn around and backhand you. That's the bad thing about that is, Bobby, it's all tracks. They all do it.
Yeah, I mean,
Hunt
the
front. They've been fines and we're turning around making TikToks.
Right.
Yeah.
So how can you do that?
Yeah. Jeremy says, who gets the money? I'm assuming it's the track would get the money, I guess. I don't really know. Craig says, good sponsors is what keeps you going, but you can't be clowns. And that's true. Like, I mean, you guys rely so much on sponsorship money. You know, you want to kind of keep, a good thing for them going too. But he ran out of gas at the worst possible spot.
Is that what happened to him?
I think so, because when he rolled in, it wasn't running.
Will they not fill it up?
I have no clue. Well, it's like that Jamie Goodman. The park pitted right next to us. He pulled in, and he thinks that his vapor locked.
Really?
Mm-hmm. He said whenever they had that red flag on the backstretch, that he turned it off, and he said it wasn't fire. They pulled in. They were just dumping fuel in a carburetor, wide open throttle, and it finally fired.
Golly, that's rough on it.
They put a big old cup in there, and I'm like,
just dumping it in.
That don't look good.
Whoa,
she was thirsty.
Yeah,
if that thing backfires, it's going to blow big time.
Yeah,
he had a good crew helping him.
Oh yeah, they're great people.
His guys were dedicated.
Yeah.
Megan said, "Preach it, Peyton." He can get some shirts made. Preach it, Peyton. Drew Ottman said, sad part is the fights overshadow other storylines that happened that night, like JT's top 10 in his asphalt street stock debut at Salem. I mean,
well, it's not. Here's the thing. It's not that they overshadowed. It's that the media is making that happen.
Yes.
Like I said, 40 years ago, it would have been about JT's top 10.
Yes.
But now this day and age, you got Facebook and TikTok and all this dumb shit that makes it bigger than the race.
Everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, who won it where Hunt the Front was at there? Now, I don't even know. All I know what happened there is that Corey Hitchcock and Michael Page got in a fight.
Jimmy Owens.
Oh, Jimmy did win?
Jimmy Owens.
See, I didn't see none of that.
Because them two wrecked each other. Probably he'd have got it.
Actually, it's because Joyner jumped the cushion, but we won't go there.
But yeah, we are happy with our top 10. I didn't think finishing on the lead lap was reasonable at one point. So top 10, I was tickled to death.
But I do miss a lot of what Peyton's talking about in racing is, and I don't want to go back and talk about the old days, but man, I just miss sometimes just reading the articles. Right? You didn't have social media, you didn't have none of that. You got your Third American Digest, and then you read what happened last week, and see who got finished where, and that's what you went on.
Because that's going to all get drug out for months.
Right.
Yep.
Where when they posted on their website, back in the day, then that's all it was.
Yep. We do have a big event coming up this weekend. I like to talk about though. The Don Russ Memorial at Brownstown. That will be Saturday night. I do have some of the. I just talked to Dustin Russ earlier, but man, there's a lot. This is cool to see though, but there's a lot of incentives for this weekend as well. So,
read them off because I couldn't remember any. Somebody asked me the other day, and I couldn't remember any of them.
I got them wrote down here, so I'm just gonna go down the list. Dustin Russ is putting up $41 for each heat race winner. Irwin Customs is doing $100 for the hard charger. Tony Ogle is doing a $50 for overall fast qualifier. T&J Demo de Reno is doing $150 to the most laps led. Kane's Tree Service is doing an extra $500 to the winner. Daniel Hupp is putting up $400 to be split between 11th and 20th.
I like that one.
Holler Beagles is putting up $500 to the winner. Austin Perry Racing is putting up $100 for fourth. An anonymous sponsor is donating a metric frame to third place.
A metric frame?
Just frame only. There's no cage, nothing like that. It's just frame.
That's pretty cool.
But for third place, it says anonymous sponsor.
Shoot, if I was running second, I'd almost drop back.
Was there any bonuses for being topless then?
Yes.
Okay.
That was the next
He's
one.
not done.
Sorry.
Crash City Side by Sides is putting up $100 to the highest finishing topless. So,
like shirt topless.
I was gonna say, since I can't take the roof off my car,
yeah, I think as long as you are running topless, I think you'll be all right.
all right, cool.
Be cooler.
Yep.
It's supposed to be 95 degrees. I think.
Blake said I seen more about the fight before I seen who won of the race. That's true. Jessica said, huge thanks to all the sponsors. Hey, no, huge thanks to you for making the post that you made, because I got a hold of Dustin, and Dustin said, get with Jessica because her post is better than mine. So I had to go to your page and I had to write down all the write down all the incentives.
That is awesome, though, to have that much.
To see that extra money being put up. Yeah. So actually, with the incentives, the winner is guaranteed $2,500 to win.
Dang.
That's not counting all the other ones, but because Kane's Tree Service put up 500 and Holler's Beagles put up 500. So
that's not including the 1,500 to win.
That's 1,500 plus that extra 1,000 is 2,500.
Wow.
Yeah, it's 2,500 to win.
Man, that's.
Yep. He isn't computer literate.
Is that the
That's
biggest
right.
paying pure stock race at Brownstown history?
Yeah, I has to be.
Wow.
Has to be.
Well, we might get more cars than I said, Peyton. I said 33, but.
What are you going with? 33?
33 was my guess. Yeah, I thought we'd still get our
35.
35. What are you going with, Peyton?
Paragon running bombers this weekend. Well, they won't be legal.
Wow, I don't know if that would stop some of them or not.
Yeah, it won't.
I say they only take top 5.
Yeah.
We'll say 40.
40? 33, 35?
I hope it ain't 40,
40?
but
I'll go with 30, 36. You said 35, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll go with 36.
I hope they get a good car count for it. I hope I run good in it. I mean,
Now,
we ain't won one all year.
I want to say this. This is what I want to say. And I'm going to speak my piece right here. There's $2,500 up to grab to win a pure stock race this weekend. There's a lot of incentives. What I would like to see as a media guy and a true race fan, I want to see a good, hard, clean race. I know what we've been talking about, with the last 20 minutes, but I don't want to see somebody take somebody out for 25. I want to see, because I've said it since day one this year, that the pure stocks at Brownstown is the class to beat at Brownstown. There's 15 cars that roll in there because win the thing.
Yeah, but there's one that wins. There's one that wins it every week out of the 15.
No, but I'm saying, I just want to see a good race.
Oh, I do too. Yeah. That qualifying, that's going to make it interesting because that's going to put all the really good cars in the front.
Yeah.
Qualifying is going to be really important.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how they do. I hope they don't group qualify us with as many cars as we got.
Yeah, we'll have 12 out there at a time.
I'll throw a fit.
If it is your special event, there should be no group qualifying. If you're going to put up incentives, especially one of them being a $50 for fast overall qualifier, you should not group qualify.
I'm going to tell you
everybody
that
should have a fair chance.
that super stock qualifying bit me in the butt more than it ever helped me because you get behind somebody that won't go, or then you'll get passed by somebody while you're waiting on the guy in front of you that won't go, and they'll freaking be all over the place. So you should be.
So if it's a pure stock special, they should qualify the pure stocks just like every other whatever. I'm okay with 3 cars.
They should have done the Crown Vics that way too.
Yeah, do a 3 car qualifying.
Yeah, 3 at a time's fine. I don't mind that. But to cram 10 out there at once.
So, yeah. Well,
Go ahead.
No. I just have another bullet point to gripe about tonight. So, this has been a griping show. This is past the dawn rest. So, good luck to all the pure stock guys this weekend. I'm hoping for a good show. Did anybody see Kenny Wallace's post about the support classes and times and all that stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I will say this, that I agree with a lot of what he has to say. This running these summer national races at midnight, 1 o'clock features is.
Yeah, I ain't made it through any of them.
No.
But they got to do that to make money. The Kankakee guy broke it down.
No, I get it, but it's like it sucks because it's getting to the point where we're running weekly races, right? Because that's the whole summer nationals thing is we're going to run Monday through Friday, Saturday, whatever.
Right.
But we're running features at 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. Like,
right.
Used to, I know, like, so when Brownstown has summer nationals race, you could go up there. Hopefully you could leave at 10 o'clock or whatever and still go to work the next day.
Yeah.
Well,
3 classes.
3 classes. There ain't no way you can do that now with 5 classes. But I get what you're saying is because, and what Kenny was saying was the back gate, they're relying so much on the back gate.
Right.
They'll pay for everything.
And they put on good races, but they got to figure out how to run them through faster.
Yes.
Because Brownstown gets done. I mean, it's not very common that we go past 11.
No.
And I'm usually done before 10.
Yeah. But
I don't know what they do different. I don't understand. I don't know what they qualify everything, which they don't need to qualify everything. Just qualify one class tonight. And I said that about the Northern All-Stars too.
Yeah. But one thing that hurts too is now with summer nationals being what 95% of the races are in central time zone.
Right.
So they're already
an hour behind.
We're an hour.
We're an hour ahead of them.
Hour ahead of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's 9 o'clock here. It's 8 o'clock there. They're just now starting heat races. And I'm like, well, either do we need to start an hour earlier? I mean, I know it's during the week, but
I don't know. I don't know how you improve it,
but
it does suck trying to stay up and watch those.
I like that word, improve. That's what I was looking for.
I mean, I don't think they're doing it on purpose. But me and Zach's gonna go up to Circle City tomorrow night.
Your dad just said they have 6 classes.
Well, yeah, they do.
We're gonna be up there tomorrow night, and that's okay. But we'll be there all night. I won't get home till 2 in the morning. I didn't get home till 2:30 in the morning last time.
Yeah,
and I didn't even stay for it all.
Right.
And I'm not saying the racing wasn't good because the racing was good, but it's just hard to get that many classes through. Brownstown's just always so good about that. I don't know what they do different.
Right.
But that's one of the reasons I like going there is because you just you're going to be done decent.
Right.
Florence is that way too.
Florence is the same way.
Yeah. Unless they got to build a cushion for Josh, then it
takes a lot longer.
Yeah. If they got to farm it up for Josh, it takes them a little bit. But hey, I want them to farm it for Josh, so I'm not dissing that either. He's
still clicking off him top and $10,000 payday.
He's doing good.
Man, I like him. So he's such a good guy.
A good dude. He's a very good dude. Christy said then they have to travel to the next race. Yes. It's grueling. And then Matthew says our track. Matthew, listen, there ain't nothing worse than sitting there for an hour track prep, and in 5 laps the track is in the same shape it was before they even started track prep.
Or we spent 25 laps blowing it off.
Right.
We watered it, spent 25 laps blowing it off, and we're right back where we're at. I've got so irritated at that a couple times. But here's the thing. Here's this crappy part for Zach too tomorrow night. And I'm not saying it's gonna happen, and I hope I don't. If all these ILMS guys are gonna go up there, right? Some of them's gonna get tore up.
Yeah.
They got another race Saturday night that they have to be at.
Right.
So they not only do they have to drive 2 or 3 hours, some of them more than that maybe. I don't know how the farthest. Zach might be the farthest guy. I don't know. But they got to get up early and wash them and go back to work and pound on them again because, I mean, Zach's not rich. He's going to have to do tires again. He don't have 6 sets of tires mounted and ready. Can't afford that.
You don't? You don't?
No.
Oh.
If you've seen some of the tires Zach runs, you guys wouldn't believe how good he does on them.
Yeah.
When he bolts a new one on, I get really excited.
It don't happen very often.
It don't happen very often.
Right.
We'll grab one of Bobby Pierce's takeoffs and Go out there and set the world on fire.
Hey, whatever works, right?
Whatever works. You got that right. Sometimes you just got to put more grooves in it so it has extra tread.
Caleb said they are looking for more sponsors for the Carry Roo. So make sure if you're out there and you got to want to put your business on a race, get with Caleb.
That's coming
about
up.
that. It's coming up soon. It's in August, right? I think it's in August.
So you got 2 big races. Yeah.
Yep.
What's going on, Logan? Weather forecast. Where you been? Like we need a weather forecast for Saturday night. Oh, even tomorrow night too, because they're racing Circle City.
Yeah, I'm in Indy tomorrow.
I know you have to dig into a whole different Doppler system to get up around Indianapolis, but we need to figure it out. We were done at 10 with everything July 3rd. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Call it, but 6 classes is dumb.
Craig,
He's always got good Facebook posts. He's usually on top of it.
Craig don't know how big of a trooper Jeremy Huffman is because Jeremy Huffman gets up and goes to work at 3 a.m.
He does.
Saturday morning and then comes straight to the racetrack after he gets off work after working a 12-hour shift.
And still a champ.
And then he still wakes up Sunday and helps me wash.
Yeah.
So Jeremy Huffman's a trooper.
Logan said Summer Nationals is an absolute joke right now. I can't say it any other way.
Heck, 9 times out of 10 on Sundays, you guys got tires done. And
Yeah. My dad, he's a good, I couldn't ask for a better dad.
I will say this about Summer Nationals, and I'm just going to throw my 2 cents in there. And it is what it is, and it's just today's day and age. But
I'm sweating.
the days
Me too.
the days of Summer Nationals, what we're accustomed to, are no longer around. You don't have the local / semi-regional guys that are racing week in and week out.
But car count's up
For
some reason.
it is, but I don't know.
It's not
Man,
paying anymore.
a couple years ago when they were going to Brownstown, I took my modified over there, and I mean, it was hard to even get out of the B main.
Yeah.
That was some tough guys.
Yeah.
Even Kenny Wallace came over there. I raced with him a couple years in a row. And the late models was the same way. I mean, there was some big time guys where now you get a few, maybe your top 10s of,
Right.
you know,
I
but
really like watching that Illinois week.
yeah.
That's that to me. That's the best. I like that.
That's a freaking
Yeah.
a bunch of modifieds, a bunch of late models, and they all are fast.
But I think too, though, like I don't want to track bash, but I think a lot of the Summer National races too depends on what tracks you're at. Because when they go to Farmer City, Tri City, the Hopstock race the other night with Shannon Babb and Mark Widener and them, that was a heck of a race.
Right.
I think it just depends on what race track they're at.
Those small bull rings,
Yes.
you can't get a bad race.
We're about
Rings
done
where
with
it's at.
Summer Nationals now, aren't we?
Yeah, this is
Yes,
last week.
Oh, this is?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is Fager still leading it?
I think. I'm not even sure what the overall.
I'd like to see,
Yeah.
I really like Fager. I'd like to see him win.
Yeah. He's good. too.
He's
I always have to watch those Redbeard minutes.
he's just real enjoyable to watch. He's probably one of my favorite Illinois guys.
I think Fager, or not Fager, Turbo was close to him, but I can't remember.
There you go, Peyton. Hey, what's going on, Zach?
Yeah.
T&J Demo to Renault just added another $100 to the highest finishing topless car for the pure stocks this weekend.
Get that salsa out.
Live and late breaking right there.
I want to be there to see your dad's face when he walks out there and you've cut the top off this thing.
I'm not going to. We will be there with a roof. It's too hot for that
You
sun
won't
beating down.
You won't be the only one. There's a few other guys, I think.
Well, I mean, I ain't even gonna get into it.
Yeah.
What,
You're
without your
good.
shirt on?
Nope,
Let's just go for it.
that's not what it was about.
Oh, I know, but I'm just saying. I think
Oh,
y'all
I'm
just let
definitely
their-
gonna drive without my shirt on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my fire suit and cut it just where I got
Yeah,
pants.
I would.
Just cut a $1,000 fire suit in half.
Some suspenders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I got a video of his ratchet strap he's using for suspenders.
Yeah.
Hey, something else I need to do too.
Kyle, you got to be the most.
We need to do driver intros Saturday, no matter what.
Driver intros.
That should be mandatory for the special night. That is my favorite part, no matter where I'm at. I love driver intros.
Yeah.
I like going out there, I like taking my hat off and showing everybody I'm bald and waving.
Yeah. I like it.
It's fun.
Yeah.
All about the show.
It's
Byron-
fun. You don't like that?
Oh, I like it, but I ain't requesting it.
Byron, you don't like the music before every race on a Summer Nationals race?
It's the same song.
Sing it, Zach.
Every time. Do you know the lyrics?
I was singing it last night.
Kyle says he agrees on intros.
Yeah. See?
I agree with you. Drivers, especially on their special night, they should know the fans should get to see the drivers, and drivers should get recognized for making the feature for that night.
They always do that, Scott Pavement, and we get a group picture. Man, I always buy that because I think, man, I'm standing by some of the best super stock drivers in the world. And that's just cool.
Yeah.
You know, I loved it with pure stock guys too. We did it for the Crown Vics, didn't we?
Yeah.
That was fun.
We used to do it for the pure stocks back in the day. They would pull you out on the front stretch and they do at your car.
Diagonal.
I don't know about. No, it wasn't diagonal.
But that's what
I
I miss. I miss the diagonal.
Yeah.
Line up.
intro.
Now that's cool.
I get that too. That's fine too. I just want some kind of driver intro.
Yeah. Hot laps are done.
That's when the late model guys pack it in for the rest of us.
Shut up. I tell you what, wash day after that rain out.
You could save 3 hours not doing hot laps.
Oh yeah.
Races be over with by 7:30.
They do take a while.
I tell you what you do, just like Kenny Wall said. What you do is you skip hop laps. You go out there and you qualify, and wherever you qualify at, that's where you start the feature. Run them.
Make it 30 laps, though.
No consies. Just line them up.
Everybody's in.
I don't know.
But you got to up the laps. You
30 laps.
You can't run the same laps. You got to up the laps a little bit.
Yeah, I'm for it. That'd be fun. I'd do that.
I think personally we shouldn't qualify. We should just build your all.
Do it.
Even as a driver, you think that?
Yeah. I always like that.
I mean, it's not hurt me none this year. We've drew good all but once.
I don't like it.
Peyton draws like 49, 48.
You don't buy scratch offs, do you?
Hell no.
Okay. Listen, so as a driver, I'll ask you a serious question.
Yeah.
As a driver, you got two options here.
Yeah.
Pill draw, start where you draw, or qualify to try to start in the front of the heat race for better odds of starting higher in the feature, but there's a time difference. So if you pill draw,
You
then
lost
you're saving.
me at time
I'm
difference.
talking about the time it takes to qualify everybody.
Yeah.
So now we're pushing 9, 10 o'clock at night time we get everybody qualified, or would you rather just do the pill draw, get it
I'd
over
just rather
with,
do
start?
pill draw.
Be too hard to keep people in the stands for that much qualifying.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm just trying to.
I think that our group qualifying, I think they should just, because here's why I say this. Nothing against Brownstown. Nothing against them at all. But 9 times out of 10, we're packing the track in for qualifying.
Right.
We're sliding all over the place. Everyone knows that.
Right.
Why don't we just go out there, run a few laps to pack it in or whatever, and then just go off your pill draw?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of group qualifying.
No, I'm not either. I'm really not. And I've qualified on the front of my heat a lot of times, but I think it would make the racing better if, say I got stuck in the back at 1 week, or
right.
There was many times in the pure stocks, of course, we didn't qualify, that I started to tail the heat race.
Yeah.
But you know what? Kind of gave me an incentive to work around some cars, not going turn one, and
The only downfall that I see on that I don't like about us pill drawing is when we get 35 cars a night, you start 9th and we're taking 4.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah.
But everybody's just drawing from the same thing.
Right.
But I like the bingo ball spinner better.
Yeah. Yeah, I do too.
I feel like that was a little more trustworthy.
Yeah,
Not that I've drawn bad. Like I said, I've been very lucky this year, but
yeah. And I agree with Kyle. Nobody should qualify unless special event.
Special event.
I agree with that. That's the way it
your
used
night.
to be.
Yes.
yes.
I don't know. That's just me.
Matthew, maybe we need to bring back the frisbee throw. I think that'd get the kids involved.
That was
Yeah.
cool.
That would get the kids involved. Pill draws are a better show. Qualifying just sets the fast cars out front on their own.
And I agree.
And I will say this too. I know drivers hate it, but that's why fans enjoy the invert.
I hate the invert.
I do like to
I
be
get
if there's going to be an invert.
I get it, but just like Lucas, you set fast time. You start on the pole of your heat. We know how heat races are set up. You're not. There's probably 9% chance you're going to win your heat race. Well, you win heat 1, you start on the pole of the feature. I want to see some action. Like I want to see.
Yeah, but what's the point of winning the heat race?
Huh?
What's the point of winning the heat race? What's the point of qualifying?
You don't know what the invert's going to be. Don't set the invert.
I mean, at the Speedway, it was 8, 10, or 12. So if you qualified pole, the best you were going to start was 8. Well, that makes me want to not qualify the pole.
No,
that makes me want to qualify
I would
7th
I
or
would
something.
do 1 through 4. There should be
You just want to do a 4-car
4
invert.
car. Yeah, you just do like a heat race. You do a 4-car invert.
Well, that might be all
If
right.
I roll a 1, then I start on the pole. If I roll a 4, then I start 4th. It's
Now,
just luck of the draw.
That one time at Scottsburg, I got gypped out of that deal. I was the slowest car to win a heat race.
I don't remember that. Can you tell us a story on
Yeah,
that?
I don't remember that
Hey,
either.
They all know that was bull crap.
I mean, to Braden's point, pill draw, it does tear things up sometimes. I've not seen a lot where it does. Have I been in the middle of some of that? Yes.
Right.
But
this is
I don't know. You don't go to the racetrack just to.
This is opening up a whole can of worms here. This whole conversation.
What's wrong with that?
No. I'm talking about it. I'm talking about
don't you close that worm can up?
No.
Keep it open.
I'm going to add to it. Is what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Crawl it out.
This is twofold because honestly, the racers are there for their racing, and the racers are there to win money. Right? You guys are going after purses and stuff.
But we're not.
But the problem is the problem is the biggest complaint right now in auto racing is there's no asses in the seats.
Yeah.
So who do you need to cater to if you're promoting a track and you're wanting to draw the biggest crowd that you can draw? Who do you cater to? You cater to the racers because they want it a certain way, or do you cater to the fans because we need to make it more exciting and put more people in the seats?
I don't know, but the way I see it is
what we do?
If you go to the racetrack expecting to get tore up and you don't get tore up, that's a fucking win.
That's a good night.
Yeah,
I can get tore up being on the front row. I mean, I could break, spin out in front of everybody.
Right.
It's less likely though.
Exactly. Right.
I'm just saying, you roll out 15th in the pure stock feature, or you roll out 5th in the pure stock feature. You're racing two different.
Oh yeah.
Oh I agree with that.
Yeah.
You know that year we started doing that in super stocks. Year I won the championship. That was the least amount of stuff I've ever tore out in a year.
Yeah.
But it does not make it as interesting for the fans. I do agree for that, and we do got to try to keep them entertained to get them there. But
yeah,
I don't know what the best way is.
It's like Braden said, it's a double-edged sword. Like it's
I don't hate the pill draw.
I really wish the pill draw, like you said, was old school though.
Old school draw,
not a number on it.
And so another thing that you could do to fix that is that if they're starting 9 cars in the heat race, then you should give them a little more laps.
Yeah.
Make it a 10-lap heat race or something, because you're just not going to pass. Any class there, you're not going to pass 6 cars.
The only problem is with the crates, we're low on horsepower. You got 5-10 guys that can win.
Yeah.
When that one guy gets out there, say he starts pole, 9 times out of 10, he's not going to get past.
Right.
I mean, there's a few of them, but he ain't like a super where you can just run the other guy down.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. So I got momentum.
Right.
And once you get out front.
Right. So I that's where I think pill draw would make it very interesting.
Yes.
To see who can drive their car through what they're given, But that's just me. I don't know. I ain't nobody.
There's a lot of good points on here. Fans, what's the asphalt track that demolition derbies racing sucks, but the crowd is huge.
Yeah.
Byron's got a very good point. It's all about promoting. I mean, that's why you see, we've said it 1,000 times on here, but that's why you see James Essex events take off, because James is constantly posting on social media. He's getting the word out there. He's adding incentives and this and that. And
Driver's
this and that.
list.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you this. If you take, and I'm not saying it, I don't want to make it sound like we're just bashing Browns all night, but because this is not a bash, but if any racetrack, if you take a normal payout, right? So we're going to run this race, this special race, and it's just a normal weekly payout. Or I put a little bit of effort into it, like people have done the last couple of years, which is awesome. And I add all these incentives, right, for fast qualifier, heat race winners, yada, yada, yada. Which do you think is going to be a bigger show?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's to me, it's common sense.
That money from 10th on back from Hupp, I really like that.
Yes. It doesn't go to the top.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Only one guy is going to get that all on top.
Yes.
Everybody said that forever.
Yeah. Up to start money, or pay, put it 11th through 20th or whatever.
Yeah.
I know that when I unload the race car up there Saturday, I'm going to lose money.
Yeah.
That's just part of it. But if I can pack one of them checks home at the end of the night, one of them big one, not the little one that you actually get the cash, but the big one, and a trophy or something, that's forever.
Right.
That's what matters to me.
Jamie's got a good point too. I think streaming is, especially on the national level, that's just hurt racing so bad. But
it definitely has. But to Brandon's point about the demolition derby, I love just watching people hit each other. I mean, you know how cool that is?
Yeah.
I mean, we sat there at Little Salem last year and watched a guy dang near come up in the grandstands because he was getting hit so hard.
I just wish demos would go back to like the old gut and go type stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Don't build these cars like they're building them today, increasing them, and then just run around. I just want rip the seats out of it, rip the glass out of it.
I think that's what Brandon Carr runs the gut and go, don't he?
Yeah, he runs the front wheel drive.
Yeah, and I mean, like them guys
Get
go out
after it.
there.
Yeah.
Holy cow!
Matt Weston in
Yeah.
the minivan is
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
absolutely phenomenal.
Yes. Yep. Streaming is a double-edged sword
Something
as
else
well.
I've seen that was really good for promoting though is what they're doing with and I don't know if Lee Hobbs is happy about it, but
No, that's cool. I don't know if he is or not, but
they
the
used to do that
bounty-
all the time when I was a kid.
The bounty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't want nobody to tear Lee's stuff up.
Right.
And I get his side of it too, but now let's see if somebody beats him.
Yeah.
I don't think he's been dominating.
And I hated that Bloomington had to put on Facebook about all the negative comments and stuff.
Yeah.
People quit being negative about it. Let it go. Let him do his deal. And if somebody beats him, they make some money. If not, then like JT said, we don't need to be wrecking people just to get bounty money. But
Right.
Yeah.
But he barely won that one with Boatnick the other night. That was a last lap deal.
yeah,
So I mean, it's not like he's kicking everybody's butt, but they seen a chance to get people excited, and
Right.
they did it.
Yeah.
And I think that's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
Derek said, "How do you all think the high limit sprints will be at Florence this weekend?" I think
Probably a
Florence
good show.
around sprint cars around Florence is going to be wild.
Yeah.
I mean, that track's fast the way it is. But you put sprint cars on that thing.
They run sprint cars there every year. I think there's a class that comes up there.
Do they?
Mm-hmm. I ran my modified there one year when they did. It's
Them
pretty cool.
High limit guys, though, they're on top.
Oh,
of
yeah,
the
they're-
game.
That'll be
fine.
some of the best sprint car drivers there is there. So I like watching them at Lawrenceburg.
Mm-hmm.
I do agree. I do agree with Brandon's comment here. That's a good comment. I think if they put up a bounty, every race he wins, he gets the bounty money.
Yes, I agree with
I'm
that.
cool
the
with
way,
that.
That's the way it ought to be. If he
Yeah.
wins, he gets
Are they
the money.
paying his way in, though? Something
I don't
about
know.
the bounty. I didn't read it all. I just heard that.
All right, boys. Well, that's a good
That
show.
That was a good show.
Considering
Hey,
your
next
computer
episode will be
crashed,
our
you couldn't
100th
figure it out.
one.
I do need to give a shout out to our sponsors though, because
I'm tired.
the
Can we quit this?
Can we shut it down? All right, here's shout out to the
Gosh.
sponsors: T&J Demo Dorino, Dirt Track Outfitters, Kane's Tree Service, Jerry Davis Race Engines, P3 Graphics, Superheat Solutions, Alexander Ranch, Hoosier Auto Racing Fans, Honeydew Handyman, which is at a birthday party tonight, Midnight Sports Gear, Jason Petmeyer Farm Bureau, TSR Chassis, Jeff Mouse Transmissions, Greens Auto Sales, Birch's Sewer Drain Septic, Pop Bit, Foam Solutions LLC, Laura Bennett Racing, M2 Designs, King Construction Group, and Simpson Roofing and Exteriors.
All great
Appreciate-
sponsors.
Yes, appreciate everything they do for us. Gentlemen,
Catch us.
it's a good show.
Catch my buddy Night Stalker tomorrow night at Circle City. Catch all of
And
us.
everybody will be at Brownstown Saturday.
All of us be at Brownstown Saturday night. Come check us out. Come say hi. We'll be across the creek Saturday.
Yep.
I don't know where we'll be Friday. Peyton will,
They're in a creek.
Wherever we can
Peyton will
get
be there
there.
signing autographs Friday
There
night.
ain't no
Yeah.
creek.
Yeah, there ain't no creek.
There ain't no
No.
creek areas.
I liked where we parked last time. It was right behind the grandstands.
I did
5
notice
feet.
that.
I'm there.
Yeah,
So if we can do that again, that'd be great.
be great.
See what I can do.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you all when the next flag flies.